Afternoon, how you are doing today? So guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Okay, so in today's video I'm making a vanilla cake for a birthday party, so I decided to bring you guys along. So right here I'll be showing you guys the ingredients which I'm gonna be using. I've got them here. So in this bowl I have 500 grams of butter. So you can use butter, you can use margarine. For me, I love butter so much because it gives your cake that milky taste, you know. So I prefer butter. So you can go for margarine or butter, whatever preference you would like. Okay, so I'm having my 500 grams of butter. So in this 500 grams of butter I'm going to be adding 250 grams of sugar. Okay, so you must have your scale or your measuring cup so you can measure them accurately. So I'm having 250 grams of sugar here because for each 250 grams of butter you'll be needing 125 grams of sugar. Okay, so your cake won't be so much sugar and it won't be that sugary. For me, I don't love much sugar in my cake, so I'm going for a very adequate amount. So I'm using 250 grams of sugar for 500 grams of butter, which I'm gonna be adding them into my bowl. So watch me as I do it. So here be going in my sugar. You can add the sugar, then you start creaming. So for some people, even though you don't have a stand mixer, you can use a spatula, but that would be very stressful, or you can actually use a hand mixer. Depends on what you have. Okay, so let me get the camera closer while I mix. Okay, so let me take it down a little and I'll start mixing. So you mix on a medium heat, okay? On a medium speed, sorry. You start mixing it on a medium speed, and as it goes, you increase the velocity. You increase it. So make sure you are scraping with a spatula. You scrape it down as you mix. You scrape it down so that you can get everything. So you can raise the mixer up and scrape. Okay, like I said, you have to scrape it very well so that you get everything to mix properly. So it depends on your mixer. Sometimes creaming of butter and sugar can take up to 10 minutes to get that fluffy texture, because you need it to be fluffy. Look at this right now. It's not, you can see little grains of sugar, which means it's not yet ready. So have to cream until it's very, very fluffy. That will give you a very nice texture for your cake. Okay, so I'm gonna be going off camera, cream it back, and show you guys what it looks like after maybe like probably 10 more minutes, because I've creamed for like 2 minutes now. Okay, almost 10 minutes of creaming. Let me show you. Let me get this out so you can see what it looks like. Okay, this is about 10 minutes of creaming. You see how it's doubled in size? I don't know if you can see. It has increased in size and it's very fluffy. So it's very fluffy and good to go. So what do you do right now? You start adding your flavors. Okay, you start adding your flavors. I'll show you guys. So you start adding in your flavors. So in this recipe I'm going to be using vanilla flavor and strawberry flavor. Okay, so I've got my strawberry flavor and I've got my vanilla flavor. So I'm gonna be adding 4 ml. So this is very concentrated. Okay, little goes a long way. So I'm adding 4 ml of vanilla flavor. Oh my god, of vanilla flavor. Then about 5 drops of my strawberry flavor. Guys, I love this combination. It's very, very nice. So I'm going to be adding about 5 drops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It takes the taste and smell to, you know, the flavor to another level. So I'm going to be creaming again for like 2 minutes, because I have to cream the flavors, you know, have to cream it very well to incorporate everything together. So I'm going to be creaming. So guys, it's all good now. Okay, the flavors are nicely incorporated. Okay, so it's nicely incorporated. You can see how it looks. Okay, so what I'm gonna be doing, I'm gonna be adding the egg. So in this recipe, since I'm using 500 grams of butter and 500 grams of flour, which I've already sieved my flour, I'm going to be adding baking powder to it later. So I'm going to be needing 10 medium sized eggs. Okay, so I'm going to be cracking the eggs one after the other. So you make sure you crack your egg one after the other. So for how will I put it, for security purpose, for you not to have bad eggs in your cake batter, make sure you crack the egg open in a separate bowl before adding it in. So I'm going to be cracking the eggs open. Okay, then I check if there is any dates. If there is any dates, I take them off, but if there is not any, I add them and I cream. So I'm going to be doing it one after the other like this. Okay, I'm going to be creaming one after the other. So as you're creaming on a low speed, that's you're mixing the egg into the flour and sugar, which I've already creamed for about 10 to 15 minutes. Make sure you cream it on a very low speed. Even if you're using a hand mixer or you're using a spatula to cream, don't cream it very fast. You know, gradually. Once the egg is well mixed, you can add the second one. So you don't have to, you know, add all the eggs at the same time. For me, I prefer adding the eggs one after the other. Okay, so I'm gonna be adding one after the other. While this one is still mixing, I'll break another one open. Okay, so that's how you do it. Sorry guys, I added the second one. So I'm gonna be cracking the third egg. Always check for any bits. Okay. So here is my flour. Like I said before, 500 grams of flour. So I'm gonna be adding in my baking powder and my vanilla sugar. So this is 16 grams of baking powder. So for if you're making 500 grams of flour, if you're using 500 grams of flour, your baking powder should be 16 grams. Okay, so mine comes in sachets. You can see the ones that you measure by yourself, but mine is in sachet. So this is 16 grams of baking powder. So make sure you sieve. Sieve is very important in pastries, in baking. Sieving of flour and baking powder is very necessary. So this is also my vanilla sugar. So this is optional. You can use it, you might not use it as well, because this only adds more flavor. Okay, so I'm gonna be adding. So I forgot to tell you guys, while I was still creaming the egg and the sugar butter together, I already on my oven. Okay, so I'm preheating my oven. I'm gonna preheat it for about 15 to 20 minutes before my cake goes in. So I'm putting also 16 grams. So each sachet is 8 grams. So I'm adding 16 grams of my vanilla sugar. Okay, like I said before, this is optional. If you want, you can add. If you want, you can leave it as well. So okay, sorry guys. So then I sieve. Okay, make sure you sieve. Sieve is very important. You will see the reason why I said make sure you sieve. Okay, so look at this now. You see, these are some leftovers, some particles that is not good to be in your cake batter. Okay, so I'm done sieving the flour, the vanilla sugar and the baking powder together. So I've got my 1 cup of milk. Okay, so this is not a low fat milk. Here in Italy we call it latte intero. Okay, so this is a full cream milk. I've got 1 cup of milk. Okay, so then we're gonna be mixing together. So let's start mixing together. Okay, so we're gonna be mixing the flour and the sugar. If you notice guys, I changed my paddle. Okay, so when mixing flour into your batter, you don't have to use the whisk paddle, you use this. Okay, so that's why I changed the one I was using to cream the butter and sugar together before. So what I'm gonna be doing, I'm gonna be adding, when I add the flour, I add in milk, I mix it together just like that. Okay, so I add in my flour, then I add in milk, then I take it down and mix. So as soon as you notice the flour is already mixed, you have to add another one to avoid having a dry cake. Okay, you can always open. Don't forget to scrape, okay, so that you can mix everything properly. Make sure you scrape always. Okay, okay, then we'll add in the milk, then we'll cream. We'll add more and milk. So guys, the reason why I added all the milk, why I still have some flour left, is why, because when you're mixing your flour with your you're mixing your flour in the batter, you have to make sure the flour is the last thing you will use in ending the mixing. So you will see what I mean. Let me just continue. You see what I mean by that, okay? So this is what it looks like. So just to thicken it a little, bit, I'm gonna be adding the flour as the last thing that goes into it, okay? So okay. Wow, guys, this is so creamy. Remember, always scrape them so you can get everything. That's why you must have a spatula if you want to bake. You need it. There are basic things, basic equipment that you need, which are the things you normally have in your kitchen, like spatula. Okay, so guys, I'm gonna do it for one more time and we are good to go. Okay, guys, we are good to go. Let me scrape this down. Okay. Let me quickly put this in the dish because if my kids see it now, they will want to lick it. So, guys, this is the outcome of our vanilla cake mixture. I don't know if you guys can see it very well. You see, 500 gram of flour, 500 gram of sugar gave us this quantity. Very big, guys. This is about, I think my mixer is about 5 liters, so you can see it's almost filled up. So this is how your butter should come out, not too thick. It shouldn't be thick like that of eba, and it shouldn't be too watery, so that when your cake comes out from the oven, it should be so moist and fluffy. Okay, so this is the cake batter here. I've already greased my pan and put in some parchment paper. So this is about 24, no, this is 24 cm baking pan. Okay, so I'm gonna be adding my batter into it. So I'm gonna be scooping my batter. Okay, so this is how I do mine. I don't know if you can see me. I scoop in the batter. Let me take the camera down. Okay, yeah. You see how creamy that is, guys? So creamy. So when your cake come out, to be very nice. So let me put in the second one. Yes, Daddy. Sorry that my son is calling me in the background. Let me add to this one too. Okay. Okay guys, so you can see we have got two pan of vanilla cake. So before you take the cake into the oven, you have to tap it, okay? You have to make sure you tap it so I can release any bubble. Tap it very well when you put it down. You can even drop it like this, okay? Then you tap the second one, guys, when the cake is ready. So this is almost 25 minutes of it baking. So in 10 minutes time, I'll be bringing it out from the oven. So guys, our cake is ready. You can see out from the oven. Okay, so this is a skewer. I forgot to tell you guys, whenever you want to check if your cake is okay, even if you bring it out from the oven, make sure you insert a skewer. Once the skewer comes out clean, know that your cake is ready. Okay, you see, very nice. So if you want to decorate, you have to trim off, you know, the up. Okay, just trim it off and let it cool down and start your decoration. So this is the other one. Insert your skewer, clean, you know that your cake is ready. So guys, I'm going to let the cake cool. Okay, after they have cooled down, I will flip it over and start the decoration. So thank you guys for watching. Please don't forget to like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Help me share the video and let me know if you want to see how I decorate this cake. Okay, let me know if you want to see my video of how I do my cake decoration. See you all. Bye.